In our previous exploration of Warframe lore, we had a couple of encounters with Infested and the powers that they possess. Today, our curiosity will even take us further, as we're going to learn more about the Plague and those who wield the powers to control them. This is going to be the story of ALAD V and his Mutalist Empire. In the previous video about Valkyrie lore, we examined the treatment that ALAD V put the Warframe through and how ALAD V was very obsessed with reverse engineering of the Warframes. His goal to create better tech for the corpus was a lifelong journey, but as we also know by now, this mad scientist even went further than what we know about the machines. The discovery of this lore comes from the Patient Zero quest, and this is going to be a quest that takes you into the heart of an infested corpus ship, a ship powered and controlled by our very own ALAD V. Few years prior to this event, ALAD V grew tired of the corpus leadership. He was frustrated with the fact that they had a different philosophy and the patriarchy known as Prophet controlled every single thing. The corpus despised the use of infested biotechnology because they knew what it was capable of, and they made it a forbidden act to actually do anything on them. But ALAD V saw something within them. Using his knowledge of Warframe biology in the infestation, he was able to create a different strand of infestation and infected himself with it. These new microorganisms function a little bit similar to the helmet, but still retained and maintained a hive mind connection. All the infestation within Radius will now bow to his will and do his bidding. ALAD V then began his journey to infect everyone by attacking several corpus cruisers, and after a cruiser has been immobilized, his minions will rush in and infect every single crew and tech on board. With this method, his army grew and became more powerful. He expanded from the orbit of Eris by slamming his infested ships into populated areas, which in turn also infects more people and changes the life forms around them. For each location it discovers, it will send a massive plague storm upon that land, a giant asteroid containing a huge mass of infestation and the Hemocytes. If not controlled and contained, it will spread like wildfire and corrupt everyone in range, and whoever is infected with this will now bow to the will of ALAD V and infect more individuals. ALAD V became obsessed with this newfound power, and he began to establish his own new empire, which is something we now know as the Mutalist Empire. His faction grew stronger and it grew in numbers with their ability to infect anything on sight. He had created a new evolution for the infested. He became established and sprouted several breeding grounds all across the system as well. He began sending out transmissions stating, "Hello, inhabitants of the Origin system. It is my singular pleasure to announce to you today at the first day of the new empire, an empire populated not by Corpus, not by Grineer, and certainly not by Tenno. No, the Mutalist Empire will be populated by you, a glorious new you, baptized by Mutalist flesh. You call this disease an infestation? I call it unity, one army under me. Welcome to your new species." So that was the voice message that ALAD V sent all across the system. And at this point, it became clear that ALAD V wanted more than just being a dangling puppet on strings. He was responsible for some of the initial outbreaks on Eris. As an Orokin himself, he desired more power, prestige, growth. He wanted to rule everything that flows within the system. This outbreak at this point has spawned into an all-out war within the system. ALAD V's infested ship will sail across the nebula to different regions. This became the sole purpose of the Tenno to go in and sabotage each infested hive cruiser. There were several questions if ALAD V is still himself, if he controls the infested, or if the infested control him. This became one of our biggest questions so far, as we also were able to see what happened to Jordis and how the infestation are able to corrupt both flesh and machine. ALAD V at the end of that quest, as of this moment, escaped the final assault but still remained a threat, and sometimes he even stayed as an ally to the Tenno. His desire, however, has not changed, and this could lead to a more charismatic event in the future. But in your own opinion, what are your thoughts about the Mutalist Empire? ALAD V himself, the infestation, do you think they are powerful? Do you think they are weak? Are you excited that we have some variation to the faction system in Warframe? Let me know what your thoughts are below, and also feel free to suggest what you would like to see in the future. Thanks for watching this video, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.